I almost died trying to get this off the wall. Hi guys, hello. Welcome to, I think, my very first like vlog. I've done reading vlogs, but I've never done like just a lifestyle vlog. So hello, welcome. I do actually have a couple of specific projects that I want to tackle in this video. I don't know if I'm gonna finish them, but I at least want to start the process because I am very much a Taurus. I like to have nice things. I like to be surrounded by nice things. I like my environment and myself to feel peaceful and cozy. And right now, this room, which is essentially my office and like my library wall and things like that, it's a chaotic mess right now. Like, I don't even want to show you the entirety of the room because it's just a mess. Like a tornado went through this room. Also, I am getting to the point, very excitingly, that I need to expand my library wall. When I first started this channel, I had literally like this many books. And now I have 3 like 6-foot long shelves full of books, and I'm starting to kind of pile books in random areas within this room because I'm running out of space on my shelves. And then also I do want to make a new desk for this room because currently I'm using like a table that I thrifted a long time ago and it's just massive. Originally I thought it was a good idea to use it as a desk because I liked the idea of having space for my computer, obviously, but then also a bunch of extra space to do like any kind of project that I wanted to do. But 2 things have happened. One, I don't think I've done a single project. I did a puzzle on it once, but that was it. And then the second thing is now it's just become the space that I put my clutter. So I want to like make a smaller desk, put it off in the corner, use it solely for my computer. And then also I kind of want on this wall, I kind of want to make like a really cute sitting area. So anyway, those are the projects that we're gonna be doing in today, or like starting in today's video. I'm very excited. I've been thinking about these things for quite some time, and I'm just ready to get started. I really want this year to be like my year. I say that every year, but this year I really feel it. Like, this is gonna be a good year, and I'm just excited to kind of make my spaces more me. That being said, I did go to Lowe's a couple of days ago. The main reason that I went to Lowe's is I needed to get some wood for my bookshelf expansion, but then also, like I said, I do want to build my own desk, and I actually already do have a big old like piece of tabletop wood. I just needed some legs, and originally I was just gonna get like a plain just piece of wood. I don't know. But we saw these, which are actual table legs, and I really liked this cute little like decorative element at the end of it, and the fact that it like tapers. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like thicker up here and then gets a little bit thinner as you go down. Kind of looks like a baseball bat. And then along with that, we got a bunch of like hardware to put the legs onto the tabletop. This is a project that mostly Kevin's gonna do. I'm gonna stain the wood, but he's gonna like actually put the table together. I am not very handy whatsoever. I also got a ton of these, which is basically how I put the shelves onto the wall. They're just like really plain elbow brackets, like they're the cheapest ones that they have. And then I also got some light bulbs for our bedroom because we just thrifted a ceiling fan. And I got these little light bulbs because it said it was supposed to look like a flickering like flame. And to the person that made this light bulb, all I have to say is, in what world? So unfortunately, we're gonna have to return these and try to find something else. And then, what is this? Is this a little box of jewelry from Ana Luisa? Essentially this year, Ana Luisa wants you to be in your self-love era and gift yourself some beautiful pieces of jewelry for Valentine's Day. And I freaking loved the idea of that. I went into this year really wanting to kind of like focus on what makes me happy. So I essentially brain dumped a long old list of things that I want to do this year, ranging from bigger things like joining a local book club and learning a language, down to smaller things to kind of just help romanticize my everyday life, like curating a perfect skincare routine and building my perfect like everyday jewelry stack. Because I work from home, I essentially look like a troll most days, but I have recently realized that putting that effort in, even if I'm the only one that sees it, does help my self-confidence. So legitimately, one of my goals this year was to build an everyday stack of gold and silver jewelry that I could just kind of like put on every day, not think about, and just feel that much better about myself. And personally, I think the first couple of pieces that I got from Ana Luisa are like the quintessential start to any like everyday stack of jewelry, which are these herringbone chains. These are their Ina necklaces, and I did get them again in silver and in gold. And I've already worn the silver one a couple of different times with a couple of different necklaces, and I am obsessed with these. I think these are so pretty. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about these necklaces with this like flat chain that always makes me feel whoever's wearing them looks very luxe and expensive, and I would like to look luxe and expensive too. So I definitely had to get these. And then again, because Valentine's Day is coming up and I do love myself a theme, I also got the Vera necklace in silver. This is so cool to me. I think this is one of my favorite pieces that I've gotten from Ana Luisa so far. It's very nostalgic feeling, gives me very like 90s vibes, and I just love how like massive it is. This is so fun. And I am gonna also put this on. It doesn't have a clasp. This is one that you just tie. And originally I wasn't sure that I was going to love that, but I actually like the fact that you can kind of like adjust the length as much as you want. And then last but not least, I got a cute little set of pearl earrings. These are their Frida drop earrings, and I love kind of like the romantic feel of these. I have a couple of other sets of drop earrings from Ana Luisa, and I have totally fallen in love with the way that they look. Also too, I have really, really sensitive ears. I always have. I typically don't wear earrings because my ears are so sensitive, but all of Ana Luisa's earrings are hypoallergenic and they literally never bother my ears. So anytime I can scoop up a new pair, I'm down. And if you also want to treat yourself to some beautiful, long-lasting pieces from Ana Luisa this Valentine's Day, go ahead and follow the link in my description to get up to 25% off. And with that, I think we've kind of like chit-chatted long enough to where the putty should be, yes, it does feel dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand this stuff down and continue on with our projects. I don't know what I was thinking wearing black. I'm making a mess all over my shirt. morning, guys. It's the next day and we're gonna be doing kind of like a day of errands. I've got a lot of stuff I want to get. We are definitely gonna be going to the bookstore because I want to get the second book in the Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies series. I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but it just came out, so I want to go grab that. And then we'll just kind of see what else we can find. And then also I want to go to like TJ Maxx or Home Goods to try to find like a comforter insert. I ordered a bunch of new bedding things off of Amazon a couple of days ago, so that should be coming either today or tomorrow. And then also I probably want to pick up some pillows because we've got a lot of pillowcases coming. I ordered some satin ones for my hair, and then also the duvet set that I got and also the sheet set that I got all come with more pillowcases. So I'm gonna need some extra pillows as well. And then I think we might just go to the Asian market for fun. Also, I wanted to go ahead and show you what the bookshelves look like, give you a little update on those. So here's what the shelves are looking like. I haven't added any books to them yet because I want to do like a 1 year kind of transition with my bookshelves for TikTok. We also did build the table for my computer, but we'll do that kind of when we get back from our errands. Please ignore any kind of mess that you see. Like I said, this room is a freaking disaster, but I wanted to show you my outfit because I'm actually really excited about it. I've been shopping a couple of different times at Cider, and their clothes are actually so cute and like good quality. So I just got these pants. Can you even see? Oh, okay. I got this jacket, by the way, from Cider as well. I've worn it in a couple of like bookstore vlogs. Obsessed. But I got these like wide leg black pants, but more importantly I got this little shirt, which I am absolutely obsessed with. Kind of like a 2-layered shirt. It's got like this sheer kind of floral thing, and then it also has like a little bandeau top underneath, but I've been wearing this like Gymshark one underneath because the actual bra that comes attached to the shirt is itty bitty. Let me see if I can show you. It's this wide, which is not even like the length of my hand. So it does not cover my chest, to say the least. And yeah, I think this shirt is so freaking cute. I'm also gonna be wearing my big huge like teddy coat because it is freezing outside today. And yeah, I think that's everything. I'm gonna finish getting ready, aka put some shoes on, and head out the door. So I don't know exactly how to proceed because originally I was going to have my table where it is and I was going to do kind of like an L situation. But as you can see, there's like a big gap and I really hate that. So I think maybe I'm just going to move the fish tank altogether. But where? Because that is heavy and I don't want to just move it around a bunch. I don't know where to put my computer. Originally I was thinking I was going to put it on this side of the desk, but now I'm kind of thinking that side of the table? Like that? Or, no, I like it this way. Okay. My poor little Sid can't look at his fish anymore. The fish tank obviously was right here, and so he used to sit up here and just like watch the fish. And now he can't. Are you confused? Say, what happened to my TV? This room definitely still needs a lot of work, but I think that's all I'm gonna worry about today because I am starving at this point. So I'm gonna go make some dinner, hang out and watch some TV, maybe read a little bit, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Is it fair to say you like a man that's good with his tools? He's a handyman. I knew I would get a handyman without even knowing. It was like 6 cents. What do you do?
Hi, hello, good morning, and welcome to my bedroom. My very, very empty bedroom. There's not a whole lot to look at currently. That's one of my really big goals this year, is to kind of make my spaces, I think I kind of talked about it earlier, but I want to make my spaces more me and more put together. And we've been in this bedroom for a few months now, I think, and I've literally done almost nothing with it, and I want to change that. So we're kind of taking the first step today with the bed. I visited my mom for Christmas, and the bed in her guest bedroom was so friggin' comfy. It made me realize how much I've neglected my own bed, but also how important a comfy bed is to me. As you saw, I got a couple of things from HomeGoods, but everything else was from Amazon, which I will link everything in my Amazon storefront, which, guys, I finally have an Amazon storefront. I've applied for this thing 5 different times, and I finally got approved. I am so excited. There's only a couple of lists on there currently, but I will be adding things as things pop up. For example, the bedding and things. So yeah, I'll leave it linked in the description. If there's anything that you've ever been curious about, things that I use, yada yada, it'll be in there. And then as far as the plans for the rest of the room, I really want to turn this into kind of a witchy Victorian cave type of vibe. I really love thrifting. I do it almost as much as I bookshop. So I've got lots of little vintage knickknacks and things like that. So I kind of want to fill this room with that stuff. Also too, I do tarot and things like that pretty regularly. So I wanted a space to kind of put all that stuff. So addressing kind of the very empty shelves that are in this room next to the bed, I saw a picture on Pinterest a while back of someone's room. It had a bed and then a bookshelf, a full walled bookshelf right next to it. And I just thought it looked so cozy. So I kind of want to recreate that in this room. Once I get the room kind of set up, I want to start filming in here more often because I'm kind of getting bored with just filming in the one room that I have been filming in the past year. So yeah, that was kind of another big push to kind of get this room put together. Anyway, I think we've chatted long enough. The bed is now done. It's still a little plain. I want to definitely add like an accent pillow or a throw blanket or something, but we're going to go ahead and move on for now. I have a little book haul from yesterday that I need to show you, and then also I want to chat about reading goals really quickly as well. So I did go ahead and get Powerless by Elsie Silver, which is the third book in the Chestnut Springs series. And this one is about Jasper, which, to be honest, I'm the least excited for. I'm still excited about the book, don't get me wrong, but Jasper in general hasn't really played the biggest role in the other two books. He's kind of there, but he never really says anything. He doesn't really do anything. So I guess I am kind of curious to see more about him. It says, to Jasper's fans, he's the handsome, talented hockey heartthrob on TV, which I totally forgot that he was a hockey person. So I think we're going to be detouring from the cowboy romances that this series typically is, and we're getting a little bit more of like a hockey romance, which I am, I guess, intrigued by, because there are certain books, like Icebreaker being, I think, the most well-known one or most talked about one, that's a hockey romance and a lot of people really love it. So I am excited to read a sports romance of sorts. I've never read a sports romance before. But anyway, it says, but to Sloane, he's always been the lost boy with the sad eyes and a heart of gold, the man she's loved in secret all her life. Aw, that's cute, but also sad. When her life falls apart on the day she's supposed to marry someone else, it only makes sense that he's the one to swoop in and save her. And when his world comes crashing down around him, she's there to return the favor. I love a childhood friends to lovers, and that's what this kind of sounds like. Yeah, at the very top, it says, 2 childhood friends, 2 broken hearts, 1 impromptu road trip to get away from everything. So, very excited about this. The next book that I got is Den and Dusted by Lila Sage, and this is a book that caught my attention a while back because the cover is just so freaking cool. It kind of has like a comic book type of look to it. I'll try to get a close-up so you can see. And then also just too, I think the image is cute. So this caught my attention a while back, but at the time I had not read any kind of like small town / like cowboy romance before, and the idea of that just did not sound appealing to me. But since I fell in love with the Chestnut Springs series, it made me feel like maybe I do like a good cowboy romance. At the top of the book it says, a sweet slow burn, sunshine in written form, which sounds fantastic. The first time in her life, Clementine, aka Emmy, Ryder, has no idea what she's doing. She's accomplished everything on her to-do list. She left her small town of Meadowlark, Wyoming, went to college and made a career for herself by doing her favorite thing, riding horses. But after an accident makes it impossible for her to get back into the saddle, she has no choice but to return to the hometown she always wanted to escape. Luke Brooks is Meadowlark's most notorious bad boy, bar owner and bachelor. Of course he is. He's also the unofficial 5th member of the Ryder family. As Emmy's older brother's best friend, Luke spent most of his childhood antagonizing her. It's been years since he's seen her, but when she walks into his bar and back into his life, he can't take his eyes off of her. Against his better judgment, he wants to do a whole lot more than just look at her. I don't think that I've ever read a brother's best friend romance, but the idea of that sounds very intriguing to me, so even more excited about this one. And then the last book that I got from Barnes & Noble is Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, which is the sequel to Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Essentially in the first book, she went on a little adventure trying to collect information for her Encyclopedia of Fairies. And then in this one, I think she's going to be making a map. The first book in the series was just like the coziest, cutest book, and I'm very, very excited to get into this one, especially to kind of continue the story between Emily and Wendell. Their relationship just makes me so happy. They just have like such a sweet, wholesome relationship, and I'm very excited to read more about those two. So these are the books that we got from our little impromptu Barnes & Noble trip yesterday. And to kind of finish off this video, I did want to really quickly go over some of my reading goals for 2024. Basically, the first reading goal that I kind of want to focus on this year is reading more outside of filming videos. Okay, I have to jump in really quick because I did a horrible job trying to explain myself for this goal. Basically, filming and editing takes so much of my time, it's hard to read outside of videos, but I found myself several different times last year, like even if I did have the opportunity to read, I wouldn't. For example, say it's Saturday and I have a video planned to start filming on Monday. I wouldn't read for the entire weekend because I was worried that I wouldn't finish the book by Monday and then it would you know, get in the way of the video. And also too, kind of going along with that, sometimes when I have a video idea, I stop myself from reading a specific book because I want to make a video on it, but then I end up like not getting to that video for a while, so I don't end up reading that book when I want to actually read it. So in general, I just need to like maybe get better with my time management and just not worry so much, you know? We had to like relocate back into this room because the other room was just getting entirely too dark. So reading goals. My second really big reading goal this year is to read a lot more of my TBR. I did so much book buying last year and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I'm definitely not planning on really stopping. But I definitely do need to be more conscious about reading the books that I do already have. With every book purchase, it makes me feel a little bit more and more guilty. It almost feels like I'm wasting money, even though to me, I know in my heart of hearts, I will read the books. It's not a waste of money, but like when you buy something and you don't touch it for months, it feels like, did I need to buy that? You know? A more specific goal within that goal is to kind of have my TBR cut in half by the end of the year. I want to go into 2025 with like 50 books on my TBR, which still sounds insane, but at least it's not 100. And I set my third goal to kind of like help me with my second goal, which is to kind of incorporate some sort of system to help me read my TBR without just filling in the gaps with new books. For example, for every like 5 books that I read on my TBR, I get to purchase 1. Something like that. My fourth and final reading goal is to read more outside of my comfort zone. I did like dip my toes in other genres a little bit last year, but I definitely want to do a lot more of that this year. I've actually come up with a whole like video series idea surrounding getting out of my comfort zone. And then also like just in general, my overall like book count reading goal is set to 115 currently. My goal for 2023 was 100 books, and I think I ended up reading like 107. So I just tacked on a few extra books and we got to 115. So far I've been behind by 1 or 2 books all month long. I'm currently, I think, 2 books behind, so not starting out great, but we have plenty of time to improve. Honestly, with it being February, in a couple of days, I know I'm gonna be reading like a madwoman because it is the month of romance and I love me a good romance. I'm gonna be in my element. And speaking of romance, to kind of wrap this video up, don't forget to step into your self-love era with Ana Luisa by purchasing yourself some jewelry this Valentine's Day. This is definitely the year that I want to focus on myself and create a beautiful space for me to live in and invest in things that make me happy and make me feel good about myself. If you are going to be shopping with Ana Luisa, don't forget to click the link in my description to get up to 25% off your order. And with that, I think that is everything that I have for this video. Thank you for spending the last few days with me. I had so much fun filming this video. I hope you guys have had the most amazing of days, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye!